So if you could be on any reality TV show, what would you be on?
So I would say, oh man, there's so many good ones. Blind Date. You.
Gosh, it's really hard. I couldn't do Big Brother or probably Survivor, although I think I'd like something that had
You
physical
can survive
challenge.
Survivor. You can survive.
I could do physical challenge, but I am not manipulative.
You're manipulating me by lying straight to my face. See?
I think I would be on a. Gosh, what do I want to do?
Why don't you just answer the damn question?
I don't know myself. That's why.
Because I already have like a backup to my backup. Like I would.
Well, here's the thing. I don't watch reality TV shows, so I don't know what's out there.
I think I could see you on Little People, Big World. I think that's the most fitting one.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Money.
Excited, buddy.
Building.
Feeling good, you know, got a little crown peach in me.
You just want more cake.
You're gonna find out. I don't know a lot about most everything. G money, right there in the middle.
Cakes. Here we go.
Welcome to Money and Cakes, where we're taking a seriously lighthearted look at life and whatever crosses our feed. And on today's show, we're talking MILF Manor.
The best, newest reality show on TV.
Kind of new, came out in January. We're a little late on it, but as they say, better late than never.
Exactly.
You know? We wanted it to age and mature a little bit, if you catch my drift. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was a little bit too young to watch it, but now I can.
No, we are right there.
Yeah.
Because we're in the middle of the manor when it comes to age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe people don't know what MILF Manor is. Enlighten us.
I think
Money.
we should tell them. Okay, so MILF Manor, I believe it's actually a Discovery Plus
TLC
show. TLC. No, is it TLC?
I got it right here on Wikipedia.
Okay, TLC. But if you're looking to stream it, I would say HBO Max, but it's now Max.
The Max
has
app.
it. But what MILF Manor is, it's, how they portray themselves. It was a show designed for older women who wanted to meet younger men. The twist was that the older women didn't realize the younger men were going to be their sons. So essentially, you have, I believe, 8 women who think they're going to date younger men, and then they realize those younger men are their 8 sons who are then also looking to date older women. So essentially, if I was a mom, my son showed up, and he's looking to date the other women, and I'm dating the other young men there.
Yeah.
It's cringy, and that's what makes it so great.
Yeah, I was blown away by it, honestly. I thought it was hilarious, like just funny.
So the greatest thing is, we spent the last week.
Like 2.5 days.
Well, you did 2.5 days. I spread it over a week because I wanted to thoroughly enjoy this. But we literally spent the last week, 2 days, watching all 9 episodes of MILF Manor. And I don't think I've watched a reality show I haven't watched a reality show in forever. Like, not even like a Survivor type show. Maybe Naked and Afraid, but that was still like 6 years ago. But I think I'm back. The drama, the twist, the
dating
turns,
shows,
the dating aspect.
Oh yeah. Well, here's the thing though. It's like both mom and son knew they were going to be on a dating show.
Sure did.
But they thought there was going to be 2 separate dating shows. They didn't know. Surprise, you're actually on the same one, which created tons of fun and awkward situations, especially early when some of the young men were trying to get with the moms and the boys were like, no, that's not. They were a little C blocking, C blocking the moms.
Because it's their mom, man. They don't want to think about another dude boning their mom. Like, no one does that. That's what makes this show so great. It baffles me that even now, we're talking about it, 6 months after it premiered? This should be all over the internet. All over the internet.
Well, I mean, it is, but not back in January. So again, like we're a little late, but it's
think
not.
so?
Yeah, I do think there's a season 2 coming out, but I'm going to confirm
better
that by Googling. But we did earlier in the day. Maybe people don't know what MILF means.
Okay.
Anybody here not knowing what MILF means?
Elaborate for us.
Okay, I'm going to let Wikipedia from the actual
Wikipedia
Manor
knows
page
all. Okay.
elaborate. It says the show's title refers to the acronym MILF, meaning mother I'd like to fuck. Though the show's definition MILF leans closer to the idea of a cougar, in which an older woman actively pursues younger men. Whereas the term MILF only implies the sexual attractiveness of the woman and not her own romantic sexual tendencies. Now it makes sense. So MILF is something that is cast upon another. So like we see that's
we're saying you are.
yes.
You're
we're
not saying you are.
That's a MILF right there. But they wouldn't call them. I mean, they could call themselves MILF, but cougar. They were cougars because that's them saying I like younger men.
They're on the hunt.
Oh yeah, little cougars.
Okay. But they're cougars with cubs,
I get
right? Essentially, they're cougars with cubs.
little cubs. Yep.
That are old enough to bone the other cougars.
Yeah.
So it's essentially in the age range. So the age range on this show was the MILFs were 40 to 60.
Yeah.
But the cubs, they didn't call them cubs, but the cubs were what?
Sons.
20 to 30?
20 to 30 or 30.
Yeah.
32 maybe at the max.
But on average, the MILFs were double the cubs' age on average.
Yeah.
Or actually, it might have been more on average.
I said the average age is probably 50.
Right.
Yeah.
And the cubs were usually
For the women.
23 to 26.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a good one. Yeah. Yep. There's a lot of fun and cringy things that happened. Do you know, what do you think its rating on Rotten Tomatoes was?
9.6.
That's not how they do it.
Oh, how did they do it?
It's like at 100%.
Oh, it's percentage? Oh, 98.8.
17%.
Wow. That is so inaccurate.
Daniela, hold on here. Naomi Fry, this is from the reception,
Okay.
the Wikipedia article, the reception of it. Naomi Fry wrote in the New Yorker that MILF Manor might be a new low for reality TV. Perhaps even a rock bottom. That's why he liked it so much. Our taste is horrible. Stating that the show's premise was only slightly less outlandish than MILF Island, featured on NBC's 30 Rock back in 2008.
Oh, my. So 30 Rock had a... Oh,
They did a whole episode where they created a show, MILF Island.
Oh, my gosh.
Daniela Newman, the managing director of the London-based production company behind the idea for the show, said that she doesn't understand what all the fuss is about, that the series is about female empowerment, erasing the double standard stigma of older women dating younger men, that everyone on the show had a good time, and that every man is someone's son, which is true.
I believe that. Well, yes, and I believe that too, because yeah, it was really focused on the women, which it should have been, because it was about them. But yeah, I would agree with that statement. I would agree with that. Stamp of approval.
Yeah, I don't think it worked for any of them, because it's not like they all lived in different towns. It's not like
cities,
so far as we know, they moved into the same city and they're living with each other and it's all going on. It was like all in this forced environment, which had happened.
So, question for you.
Yeah.
After you start watching it, what kept you intrigued? Like, what kept you going from episode 1 to 9?
I just wanted to see the cringy.
It was the cringy.
The cringy situations.
It's the cringy.
Yeah. But after episode 3, I started fast forwarding through it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, okay, boom, 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 boom. Just get to the meaty bits.
Episode 1 through 3 was like the fire.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, okay. They're actually trying to be serious, trying to make it an actual dating show. And then the last, I guess, 2 episodes was like, let's get this over with. But you're so invested at that point. But okay, what would you say? And a spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it, spoiler alert we're gonna share details because I mean the cringiest moments are like the best moments. They're the best ones. But what was your cringiest moment that you were like, oh, this is just awful,
Cringiest moment.
awful?
So they did the truth or dare. No. They not the truth or dare. They did the one of the challenges was the secrets.
The secrets.
They had a thing where people, the MILF, the mom, and the son had to go write some secret up on the board, and then the mom had to try to like figure out which one was the son's, and the son which one was the mom's, right? And so the cringiest pair, which actually I really liked, it was So Young. And what was her son? Jimmy. And so you go up there, and there was things like I had a 7-way, 3-way, or orgy with women.
Seven-way orgy.
I had sex in an elevator or after a movie type thing, right?
Yep.
Things like that. And then there was one that said I slept with my son's best friend. And another one is I got pink eye eating a girl's patootie. Well, So Young, Jimmy's mom, apparently slept with his best friend. And it was just like, everybody's like, why would she like even admit to that?
Right.
Why?
But yet, Jimmy's secret was he ate the patootie. He got pink eye eating the patootie. But the thing is, like, yes, they probably had the worst combination, but there were so many more that was cringy as hell too. It's like, oh man, I would like, if you got 5 secrets, don't list off the top one. Like, you got other ones, like just the little ones. I think for me, the cringiest moment was when each parent and child, or parent cub, MILF cub, whatever, had to guess each other's underwear. So the son had to guess the underwear of their mother, and then the mother had to guess the underwear of the son, which is not as bad.
They had to do it blindfolded only by smell. Just kidding. That's not true. That would have made it real quick. Oh, that's what like my mom.
Oh my gosh. But the fact that
certainly Jimmy.
Some of them picked them out so fast, they're like, this is my mother. We're like, oh, man.
Well, here's the thing. I can get that because it's like the underwear match the personality, right? So you know the mom, and it's like, yeah, that's my mom's personality right there. And the one, shoot, what was her name?
Which one?
One of the ones that actually kind of won.
Jose knew his mother's, but his defense was, he's like, we work out every day.
She's sporty.
She's
so
sporty. So she wears sporty bras, sporty underwear. And I'm like, but she's not wearing her underwear when she's working out. Or is she?
Oh, maybe. You never know.
It's just,
no.
The thing is, the great part about the show is they made sure that every single episode was cringy. And then the first 3 episodes, there's like 3 cringy moments per episode that just make you want to just, ugh.
Well, I think I'm still on the underwear one. It's like the moms were able to like pick out the sons because it was like, oh, I bought these for him before we went on the trip.
Right.
Which is really, it's just like, wow, these moms out there still buying your undies for you, huh?
Your underwear.
Yeah, it really says
You're
something.
like, you're not bringing those ones with holes on this trip. I'm going to get you a fresh pair of boxers.
Now, it's like if I'm one of those MILFs trying to find one of these young bucks, one of these young cubs, I think that'd be like, oh my God, your mom's still buying your underwear?
Still buying your
Is
underwear.
that a turn on?
And he
or
was
is
just
that a turn
like,
off?
he was like, yep, Costco, 6-pack. Just like, it just is what it is.
Oh, Lord.
But
I think my mom stopped buying my underwear back in high school.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. I think honorary mention, though, is that at one point, I forget what episode, but the moms were getting massages.
Oh, yeah.
But the sons had to give them a massage, but they were blindfolded. So they didn't know if they were massaging their moms or the other women. But some of the women were pretty excited about it. And one actually thought it was his mother that was getting excited as he was massaging her. And she's like, oh, oh yeah, baby, oh, get deeper, and it's like, holy cow! I'm telling you, this show's amazing. This show's amazing. And the dude, like, of course, when he's doing the interview, he was like, I think I'm massaging my mom, and she's like, oh yeah, get in there. I'm like, oh gosh, but they kept doing that. There was also the moment where the moms were blindfolded and they had to feel on their son's body and guess which one was their son.
Yeah.
But one mom went all the way down and then all the way up. And the other guys were like, why would you even do that? You know what I mean? Like, if you know that you're supposed to guess your son.
Was that So Young?
That was so young.
Yeah, So Young. And the thing is, she picked the wrong boy. The builds were very similar, so it was like.
She was close. She was close. But she was like, oh, yeah. Ooh. Oh, yeah, this is my son. Wrong. And we keep saying So Young, but yeah, that's her name. So Young. It's amazing. This show's amazing. I kind of agree with Rotten Tomatoes, but at the same time, I think it's what TV needed. I think it's what
it brought dating reality TV back from the edge of oblivion, right?
Like, I remember, like, think about how many reality shows we've had in the past, and some of them, and you know, I have a strong feeling about dating and reality shows and these type of shows. Like, you had the authentic real world back in the day. That was like it. You were like, oh man, this is real. It's the real deal. But then, you know, they started bringing in people who was trying to be actresses and actors, and they were adding that extra element to it. And you're like, like, you know, they're just doing the drama for the TV. You know, they're embellishing things, they're overreacting things, and it's just like, looking at the IMDb for this, a lot of these people were actually just real people. They weren't actors, they weren't actresses. They were like, hey, I'm looking for this, and this is what it is. And I think it's rejuvenating to bring back to the reality TV culture.
The realness. Yeah. That MILF Manor, the realness MILF Manor brought to TV.
True.
Nah, you could tell there was tons of setups in that. Tons of setups.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all know that reality TV shows orchestrated.
Mm.
You know, we were talking about, you know, like, would they be able to make a DILF Manor? And you don't think there's any such thing as a DILF?
Okay, so yes, there is the thing called, no one's calling dads DILFs.
How do you know?
I feel like I would have heard it by now.
I have heard of someone saying it.
In person?
Yeah, I heard it secondhand from someone.
Secondhand?
I trust the source. I trust the source, you know?
Oh, that dude's a DILF. Like, no, that can't be a thing.
Yeah.
You've heard it? Yeah. DILF? I think it's just because men wanted their own thing. They're like, oh, they're real.
There's different terms. There's a term called silver fox.
That goes both ways, though.
Yeah, it's like a cougar.
That goes both ways.
Well, no, because a cougar is a woman who actively is attracted to and seeks younger men. Whilst a MILF is more of again, just someone that says, this is what you are. You're that, because it's like, I think you're that.
So what's a silver fox then?
It's a person with gray hair that's very attractive.
Yeah, see, that's not.
So it could be an older person. Well, they did do a DILF Manor. It's on. It was Stormy Daniels hosted it, and
I don't know who that is.
Well, I mean, I know that she was like President Trump. Somehow she was connected to him.
Yeah, you know her for other reasons. Don't act like you don't know who she is.
So I'm looking at it right now.
Daddies, distinguished, insightful, nurturing, maybe a little too set in their ways.
I don't think these are my favorites.
Can a daddy and a himbo fall in love? We're about to find out on
Daddy and the Himbo, so it's men only.
Daddies.
I didn't know that they called himbos himbo, huh?
What is a himbo?
Like a bimbo, but a himbo.
Oh, Lordy.
Huh.
You don't.
I'll forward you this so you can watch it.
I'm not gonna watch it.
Okay.
I'm
I
not gonna
guess.
watch it. I know. I think yes, equality. We should have our own. Why can't we just be sluts?
Well, here's the thing, though. Again, it's like, so think back to why the woman said they made MILF Manor was to kind of like more normalize older women dating younger men, because there's a double standard of older men dating younger women, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the other way around, people see that as weird. It's the, gosh, what's that? You might know this movie, Harold and Maude. Yeah.
Harold and Maude, no. What's Harold?
No, it's a really old woman and a young little, like younger guy that get together and have a thing.
I get it. The whole thing is to not classify it as weird. Like it's normalize it. Yes, men are attracted to older women. Older women are attracted to younger men. It's supposed to normalize it and say, hey, it's just a thing. Like it goes both ways. They don't need to call it you don't need a name. We don't need to be called DILFs. I don't want to be called a
speak
DILF.
for yourself, I guess. No.
You want to be called a DILF?
I can't be because I'm not a dad.
Or a himbo?
I'm not a himbo.
Kind of act like one every now and then.
Well, you know, you're pot calling kettle black.
You himbo, you.
Himbo.
It sounds vulgar.
I like that word. Word of the day. Himbo. Himbo. Himbo.
Can't we just be sleuts? Sleuts.
Anyway, though, MILF Manor 2, not sure if it's been renewed, but there is rumors.
Should be. It better be.
I don't know where they're going to go, what they're going to do. How can they top
What do you mean? They just
season
bring
1?
They just bring new MILFs with new sons.
But here's the thing about MILF Manor. It's like nobody really won. Like, no one went home there was no proposal at the end.
No.
There was no like, oh my gosh, they're doing
You don't
it.
even know they're still together or if they actually form relationships. That's the part that frustrated me because they're like, I want to continue this. I'm like, you live in Miami, you live in Boston. It's like, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
That's not going to work. You already know that's not going to work.
Anyway.
But now you got me feeling sad. Now I'm worried that there's not going to be a MILF Manor 2. We invested all this time.
2.5 days.
You 2.5 days. I invested
Not even 2.5
time
days.
at
It's
work.
Like 9 hours.
I sacrificed my good reputation at work to listen and watch
MILF Manor.
and embody MILF Manor. Embody is a good word. Embody.
Yeah, I don't know.
I embodied
Explain
it.
how you embodied it.
I took it in. I took all of it in. My
Okay.
soul.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what?
Okay.
This is fantastic.
Internalized it.
I internalized it. I took it in. Don't think about it like that, perv. Jesus Christ. I was just highly entertained. But I liked feeling awkward by the cringiness. I don't know why that was just like, ugh, give me more.
Yeah.
Because I'm like trying to put myself in like Jimmy's shoes. You know what I mean? Ugh, poor Jimmy.
I meant to mention, I think we're getting close here on this one, but Jimmy's the guy who got the pink eye. And then there was one woman who, whenever she went on a date with someone, she asked them, would you do the Jimmy? And they're like, what do you mean? Like, you know, the Jimmy. You know what Jimmy
Would
did?
you do the Jimmy?
She wanted someone to do the Jimmy.
She was so aggressive.
No, that wasn't the aggressive.
That wasn't aggressive?
Nuh-uh.
One? Who was the one that was asking for the Jimmy?
It was one of the black moms.
Oh, Shannon.
Yeah, I can't remember which one.
I
it was.
remember her. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, she wanted the Jimmy. You
wanted
could tell
the
she
Jimmy.
was one of those that she had the Jimmy several times in her lifetime and just still wanted the Jimmy. She was like, look, I need to spread these cheeks. You need to go down and clean out them barnacles.
No, man.
What the
I just don't think nobody should spontaneously be doing the Jimmy.
No, you
It needs
should be
preparation.
well aware of. You should be prepping for
There
the
should be some
Jimmy. There should be a
preparation.
lot of preparation for the Jimmy.
And if not, just carry with yourself some wet wipes.
If you have to clean up the area that you're about to perform the Jimmy, don't perform the Jimmy. I feel like that needs to be like a water slide that just got turned on, like ready to go. But if it's had like multiple dirty ass kids in it, like don't don't then stick your mouth in the water. You know what I mean? That makes
Keep
sense.
up with this analogy here.
Look,
Water slide. It's wet.
you guys
it's
are lucky.
slippery.
You guys didn't get the visual like I did. I got the visual the whole time. Like I'm just saying, if you're gonna lick the butthole, it can't be like midday.
You gotta say,
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta say use the Jimmy. Do the Jimmy.
Oh yeah, if you're
Gotta
gonna use the Jimmy, it can't be Jimmy at 9 p.m. It's gotta be Jimmy at like 9 a.m. Fresh after a good shower.
That's what I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying. And actually, it depends on if she got in the shower before the poop. Because sometimes you poop, then you go in the I'm just saying. Because that means if she showered and didn't have that pre-Jimmy poop, it's still there.
What about the bidet? Not everybody's got one.
Losers.
Not everybody is as civilized as us.
Losers.
Yes.
Spray off the day before Bronicles.
Bronicles.
So you got to spray them off so at least appears fresh on the outside. You got some inside barnacles, but those been building up. But at least you sprayed off the leftover barnacles from the day
I don't
before.
think this is getting monetized.
Sure it is.
It was. We were doing good until you started talking about barnacles.
No one knows what barnacles are but us.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Booty flakes.
Little crusties. Yeah.
I'm just saying. Because poop's always in there. I stick by my statement.
I said it.
I said it. I stick by it.
Anything else about MILF Manor you want to talk about?
Besides the fact that it's fantastic, I feel like everybody should give it a watch. If you are a reality show buff, it should be on the top of your list. I am disappointed that I'm just now hearing about it in June of 2023 when is it July? Oh, crap.
Yeah, it came out
July 2023, and it came out in January. I should have known about this.
Yeah.
Who's doing the marketing?
We're so behind the ball on this that we're 7 months late. Yet it's so important to talk about. We had to.
Who's doing the marketing? Why haven't we ever heard about this? We are internet sleuths. We are on there all the time.
I actually saw it some time ago.
You son of a.
I laughed and then I saw it again. I was like, wait a minute, this is real?
You
Like,
didn't share this information with your partner in crime?
Yeah, maybe I did.
Why you say it like that? Like out of a movie? Like
I'm guilty.
Saying it like you're Kurt Russell or something. Maybe I do.
My question for me is, what's the biggest age gap in a dating that you have? Have you ever been with a MILF or a cougar?
I've been with a cougar, not a MILF, and the biggest age gap, 18.
18 years. Wow. 18 years. And how old were you?
I knew the follow-up was coming. I was
you're in your 20s.
I was 24.
So she was 42?
Yeah. Nice. She was my age now.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to understand from our standpoint, that's game. You know what I'm saying? Like that back then. That was like.
May I ask a question? Was that more like your sugar mommy?
No, actually, a lot of people thought that. A lot of people thought that at the beginning. They were like, and then like what?
Like money's got a
8
sugar
years
mommy.
later, 6 years later, we're still together, and they're like, oh, no, they're in it. They're in it to win it.
Yep.
But then the age gap became a thing.
Yeah.
Then it was like two different personalities. Not that I was like more active. I wanted different things. They wanted different things. And that's when the age difference actually showed itself. For sure.
Yep.
What about you?
15 years.
15?
15 years, yeah. My senior. I think I was like 30. She was 45. So we're both more mature. Maybe I was in my my late 20s, and she was. Yeah. It was 15 years. Nice. Yeah, it was short lived. I mean, could have been longer, but she actually ended up marrying some dude.
Not you, though, huh?
No, not me.
How old was the guy that
I was just a player then, man. You know.
How old was the guy that she married?
Her age appropriate.
She was like, these young guys are dumb.
No, we were all going at the same time.
Wait, what? What?
Same time.
You were all going. Wait, what?
Same time.
Wait, what?
Her and I, and then him and her.
You were all dating each other at the same time?
Yeah, but I wasn't dating him. I mean, we weren't polyamorous like that, you know?
I was about to say you were polyamorous before polyamorous was like a thing.
Polyamorous been a thing.
Well, before
it's
it
just
became
like
a
nothing was
name.
established, right? It's like her
Oh,
and I
you're-
weren't a thing.
So you
We
were
a thing.
you were hanging out with her, and
Yeah,
he was hanging out
as
with her.
the youngsters, he said we were talking.
Yeah, we were talking.
You know, talking.
We were talking.
Wink, wink.
We weren't even talking. They were texting.
Yeah, and then like he met her, and then they were kind of talking too. And
You were talking to her while you knew she was talking to him?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he knew that I was talking to her, and that she was talking to me every weekend.
Were you guys
Maybe on a Monday too?
Were you guys both wrapping up your talk?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, of course.
Because you
Sure,
definitely
man.
talking to each other. You ain't
Always practice safety.
safe
first.
talk. Always practice safe talk.
talking. Safe talking.
Safe talk.
Yeah, man.
There's only
Wear your masks
98.9% effective
when worn correctly. Wear your masks.
when talking correctly.
Yeah. But
Okay.
the thing is, I was like, yeah, I knew that I wasn't in it for the long
Were
term.
you fighting? Were you guys like?
No, we were actually cool. We'd hang out sometimes, like all together.
You were polyamorous then.
Yeah.
No, you're hanging out
We
with
weren't Okay, I mean, I guess you could loosely call it that.
it loosely.
But it was like in the end, it was like I didn't want the long term because of the difference in age, and he was well established and a great dude, and fucking head over heels for her. I was like, you gotta go with that guy that's head over heels for you, and is a
So you
great
supported
dude.
it. Wow,
Yeah,
you're a good guy.
I mean, just because I mean,
Did you go to the wedding?
I get it. The talking was fabulous. Our conversations, beautiful.
Did you go to the wedding?
Yeah, they made her very, very weak in the knees.
And I don't know if you're saying you went to the
No,
wedding.
I don't
or
think I
just
went.
Yeah.
I didn't go to the wedding.
What do you mean you don't think you did?
I didn't go
remember?
to the wedding.
Was it too much?
No. I just think they did some sort of simple affair, like flew off to Hawaii, got married, something like that.
Do you think you talked better than he did?
Yeah.
All right, just curious.
I'm sure he talked really good though.
Look at that. I didn't expect that. Got me off guard.
He was a cool guy. He was a really cool guy.
Yeah.
Liked him a lot. Anyway, that was my.
Man,
that
you
was
talk more about him than you did her.
She was great. Liked her a lot.
She took that talk well.
I remember like we worked together, and I remember
You guys are all talking at the same job?
No, he did work somewhere else, but I worked with her, and I remember she told one of my friends that she was like, she walked by and she was like, I'm gonna talk with him. I'm gonna talk with Stace one of these nights. And lo and behold, she did. I resisted, but
Said
then
my ear was open. I was open for conversation.
yeah.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah. I think it just brought her back to her youthful days because we like talk in my car. And, it's just it brought her back to her youthful days, and I think that's what the women in MILF Manor were talking about. Like they had these high
Yes,
libidos.
They all have high libidos.
Yeah, very high libidos, and
Yes.
they like that. They wanted that younger man because that energy match for what they were looking for and that youthfulness.
Trying to think of my libido. I've always had a strong libido, but I don't think I was like that when I was so long ago.
Old man.
No, but I think, bounce back fast. You know what I mean? You end the conversation, but you're able to start off a new one pretty soon. You know?
Yeah. Not as much lag in the conversation.
There wasn't much
right?
lag in the conversation, You know what
It doesn't
I'm
take
saying?
as long to get the topics
You
back
got to
on
the
point.
next paragraph pretty fast. You know what I'm saying?
You're only writing paragraphs, brother? I'm doing essays over here.
Shit, man.
I'm writing books and
Man,
shit.
sometimes
This
I
guy's
had
doing
a whole
paragraphs.
thesaurus. I mean, I'm just saying.
He's not even punctuating.
Man, sometimes I had a thesis. You know what I'm saying? And other times I had a sentence or two. You know? Just saying, man. It depended on the subject of the story or whatever.
And sometimes if you had too much to drink, you just couldn't get that pencil to paper.
Sometimes you're clicking it, but no lead is coming out.
It's like, dang it.
It's like, dang it. Then that's when you just went to that log eraser thing that you had. Oh, Lord.
I think that's why the MILFs like the youngsters.
It is so funny now, because the one thing about watching MILF Manor is they're just women. To us now, they're just women.
They are. Like, yeah.
Like, that's our wheelhouse.
I had that insight. I was like, these women are my age.
They're our
Some
age.
are older. Oh, here's the thing, though. I wanted to talk about because of the age difference. And like in the end, we'll get there. But
yeah.
I did see an article that said, what's the best age gap to have a good relationship? And so traditionally men would be with younger women. That's like, okay, whatever, that happens. But younger men with older women doesn't happen as much. And it's like, oh, that's weird. But it's 3 years. Within 3 years is the best age range because of what you talked about, that experience thing. Your experiences and where you're at in life and your life experiences are going to be much more similar, and you're not going to have that gap and chasm,
Gotcha.
Especially because, if a person's 45, 50,
Gotcha.
now they're thinking, oh, shit, my retirement, and you're like 25, you're like, retirement?
Right.
I mean, unless you're going to retire me,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? That's cool, but so it's just a whole life experience. So 3 years. That's why you asked me how old did I date, and I only went 3 years older.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So,
but I'll go 30 years younger. Just kidding. That would be illegal.
Wow.
Next year,
cut,
no.
What I thought was interesting, though, I just thought about MILF Manor, is that each woman, I think at some point in the show, talked about how they can teach a young man something.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where I honestly believe most men don't date younger for the women's sexual experience. They don't. I think more older women know what they want, and they just tell you what they want, even though it can be crass sometimes. They're just like, look, I'm going to bend over, spread these cheeks, do this, spit there, whatever the case is. And yes, a young woman would be like, I like the way you slowly run your hand up my back. Older women's like, just grab my back. Pull them back hairs. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Lord.
I'm just saying they're more forceful. So I don't think men seek out younger women for that, because I feel like, well, what is statistically older women's libidos are like, pew, pew, you know what I mean? Guys, we're just like,
We're done.
and then we get a pill, we're like, you know what I mean? But like, I don't think we seek out younger women for that. I think I think older men, our age, seek out younger women only because they make us feel younger. They make us feel lively. Because let's be real.
Yeah.
I think our mindsets are a lot younger. Even though we're older, our mindsets are a lot younger than women our own age. I think they're still their age.
Wait a minute. Say that again.
Huh?
Our mindsets are what?
Younger.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, good. That's what I thought you said.
Yeah. But I think women our age, their mindsets are where they're at because they're more mature than us.
Sure.
So, but I think we seek out younger women because we want that. We want to seek our maturity level in a way.
Okay, I want to consult with an expert. So
Wikipedia.
I'm going to call Leo DiCaprio. Give Leo a call.
Leo's like, if they're not 19, I don't want
23. You know, what's that saying? Is Leo like only as mature as a 23-year-old?
In a sense. What is Leo now? 42?
I don't know.
Like, Google Leo. How old is Leo?
Hey, now we're going to talk about Leo?
No, I'm just saying Leo's known. He's one of those Hollywood artists. They're actors. What is he? Actor?
Yeah.
He's one of those that everyone has known forever. He only dates models. He only dates a certain age group. And it's not changed in 30 years.
He's 48, yeah.
He's 48?
Yep.
Good God. But he still dates 19. He is literally Matthew McConaughey all the time. And what's that movie? Name it.
Dazed and Confused.
Dazed and mother effing confused.
Okay, if there was a one reality show you can go on, what would you go on?
Oh man.
We'll wrap it up with this. Let's see. And why?
So it was on Fox. Was it Love Island? Like Love Island was a thing, right?
It's still a thing.
Is it still a thing?
I believe it's still a thing.
I think it was Love Island on Fox.
You want to go on a dating show?
Do I want to go on a dating
aren't
show?
you happily domesticated here?
What was the question?
I said, if you could be on any reality TV show, what would you be on?
It's hypothetical, dickhead.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah. No, yeah.
So now I want to go on Blind Date. Now I'm switching my shows. Only because Blind Date had like the great animations like in between. So I would say, oh man, there's so many good ones. Blind Date. You.
Gosh, it's really hard. I couldn't do Big Brother or probably Survivor, although I think I'd like something that had
You can
physical
survive
challenge.
Survivor. You can survive.
I could do physical challenge, but I am not manipulative. I would be manipulated and misled, and I'm a trusting person.
You're manipulating me by lying straight to my face. See? See?
Am I manipulating you now by saying I'm not manipulative?
Exactly.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I wouldn't. I'm not scheming like that.
So
Although, who knows? Maybe I something would come out of me.
What's up?
I think I would be on a. Gosh, what do I want to do?
Why?
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I mean, it is a reality show, but it's not like one that lasts seasons and stuff.
Right.
But yeah, Wipeout would be fun.
I thought it would be fun.
Would I do a dating show or a cooking show?
Why don't you just answer the damn question?
I don't know myself. That's why.
Because I already have like a backup to my backup. Like I would, for just pure entertainment, I would do Naked and Afraid.
Oh, okay. Well, here's the thing. I don't watch reality TV shows, so I don't know what's out there.
If you can think it,
it can be made.
No, it's already been made. If you trust me, like it's out there.
Got it.
So, you know what? I think I could see you on Little People, Big World. I think that's the most fitting one that I can think of.
I'd be a king in that show. Like, oh man, be stomping them. Oh, I think that's the topper here of the show. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, mother truckers.